AAAOOOOOOG. Hello everybody, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Polearm Challenge, Dragonflight, now with more subtitles. How many sub-names can we get? Let's see, this is World of Warcraft, the Polearm Challenge, Dragonflight, Thaldraszus, main quest. Pretend there's like a colon between each of those thoughts. So yes, we are back, we're in Thaldraszus. I need to move, my PNG tuber thing so it doesn't get the UI showing up. There we go. Don't worry, I fixed it. We're good. So just me for now. Jason may hop in a bit later, but for now we are going to continue the main quest here in Thaldraszus. Based on your discoveries, I suspect the Primalists are attacking Commander Arenog's garrison at South Hold. But my Scalesworn cannot leave the city, as that would be exactly what the Primalists are hoping for. I need your help again, Escala. Travel to South Hold, see what kind of forces we are facing, and if possible, make contact with the garrison guardians there. Please never use the word garrison again. It's not as bad as that one as when I think it was Ysera said Covenant, but that wasn't. Of course, it wasn't Ysera. Ysera's dead. Marithra. Wee, funny dragon. Oh, did I unlock? Ah, yes. New dragon riding abilities because new patch dropped. Huh?
Come to finish me off, Primalist scum.
Apply a sterile bandage.
Commander Arenog? Who are you? Thank you.
Very natural line read there. Hold on, Guardian Velemir. I'll be right back. I need to put a flag down up here. It's extremely important that I do this. Whoops. Oh, it's this one. Nope. 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 Yay. Ysera's dead and we killed her. Look at all this barely visible terrain. Anyway, let's head back down here again. Whee! Bonk. Am I a mosquito? Am I biting you?
I am thankful.
Hey, look at this person with... Oh, the demon hunter with extra bonus wings. You have my thanks, and my apologies, stranger. In the heat of battle... Oh, God. Sorry. In the heat of battle, it is difficult to distinguish a friend from a foe. And there are plenty of foes around.
Report back.
The Primalists caught us completely unawares. Ta! My fellow Guardians were ripped apart by these monsters. I would have joined them in death if you had not shown up when you did. Off in the distance, I can still hear the sounds of battle. Perhaps others still live, maybe even Commander Arenog. Lend me your aid. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak to a position closer in. Killing a few of these so-called magma spawn would be perfect.
We must press on.
The Primalist attack came suddenly, with no warning. My unit attempted to find our leader, Commander Arenog, but before we could get to the other side of the garrison, we were cut off. In the battle, my unit leader, Sergeant Tagric, held off 3 Primalists by himself, as Korra, Mikor, and myself battled at his side. Their screams are the last thing I remember before I fell. Please, Draenei, if you see any signs of my unit, let me know what happened to them.
Though I will make my way to the bridge at the...
Why do you know what a Draenei is? Weren't you here for like 10,000 years or whatever? Whatever. Not worth worrying about. Alley-oop. Nope. Alley-oop. We got there. fighting and killing and fighting and killing. This feels so good after playing my specless character who can barely even fight one guy at a time. For anyone wondering, you can play a character without a spec? Well, the answer to that is, play is maybe a strong word. The body of this guardian has fine metalwork upon her horns. Inspect the body. This dragonkin is covered with burn marks from the spells of the primalists. Based on Velamir's description, this must be Kaora. Kaora? Kaora? Always good time for murder in this game. It's World of Warcraft after all. This guardian is covered with ghastly wounds. Just as you arrive, you see him struggle, his words caught in a gurgle. He lets out a heavy sigh and slumps to the ground dead. Oops. Sorry, moved just a little too slow. Inspect the body. Regrettably, you identify this guardian as Mikor based on Velamir's description. Hey, some nice ore over here. Man, but and to think we were missing for we stopped playing for like a month, so like we were just barely too late to save that guy after an entire month. Whoops. Not that one. Mining journal. Ow, I'm dying. Ow, ow, ow. Not bad. Let me just heal myself. Yeah, I get for the Naru. Don't patrol towards me. Fine, it's fine. I didn't. I was only gonna get exactly the amount I needed, but I guess not. He already has it. This is the body of a dragon spawn. Given the heavy armor, it appears this wasn't one of the normal guardians. Inspect the body. Shit, I don't know why I'm yawning suddenly. I was fine before stream started. You turn the body over and see many deep wounds with burnt edges. They were likely caused by the molten weapons wielded by the primalists. Based upon the heavy armor and Velamir's description, you believe this was Sergeant Tagric.
It is good you are here.
Great work. These monsters deserve every bit of pain you gave them twice over.
We must press on.
Pains me to hear, but I understand.
Though my best people lost. We must press forward and see if Commander Aranok has survived. Gather any supplies you can find. We will need all the help we can get.
So many of my comrades have fallen. Please, collect their identifying signets so that their names may not be forgotten.
Report back.
This spear appears to be in good shape. Sorry again, given the condition of its former owner. Guardian Velimir mentioned to keep an eye out for useful materials. Perhaps a few more of these spears can be obtained from the Magma Sworn. Oh, hello. Fire! Haha, kill. This coil of heavy rope seems to be in good condition. Guardian Velimir told to keep an eye out for useful materials. Perhaps if you can find a few more coils, you might find them useful. Hello, gentlemen. And this is a game about spinning. Not actually true, but it could be, if we believe. Hello. Why am I so eepy? Why this? I don't need to fight this big man. I think so? I'm not actually sure when I went to bed. I woke up naturally, no alarm or anything, so... And I got to chill in bed for a while too. So, IDK. And slapping again with the he already has it. Who is he? What does he have? A knife! No! Ah, double kill. Satisfying. Look at all these glowing buttons I have. I love to push the glowy buttons. When they light up, that means it's good. Monkey brain likes it. I like the details of, like, you're getting spears from these guys, but the ones that don't drop the ones in good condition instead drop cracked spears. Just be like, yeah, there is a spear. It's not like they didn't have one, it's just that the one that they had didn't make it. What am I looking for? More rope. Singed cloth armbands. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it, it's yours, my friend. I do love that I have the ability to just yell loud enough to physically harm people. Nope, they're just broken. They're just trash items for flavor. Oh, no. Alley-oop. It would be funny. You. I was gonna say there's not even a forge around here though, but there literally is, just right over here. I moused over it earlier. I didn't say anything at the time, but I did notice it. So.
What is going on?
How goes your task, hero? Did you find any signets?
We must press
The memories will be honored.
The
Anything worthwhile. Good find. These should be useful. New trinket just dropped. Did you find something? Rope. This is no time to make a net. Wait, I have an idea. There's some old weapons that we could use with these. Good eye, Escala. These are perfect.
The primalists.
You did well to gather those spears and rope. With them, we can ensure those haughty primalists will no longer rule the skies. There's a platform up the stairway with several siege scorpions. Oh, that's a cool name. Siege scorpions. If you use the rope to string their bows and use the spears as ammunition, you should be able to strike the magma swarm's dragons in the air. Once cleared, the path up the spire will be safe, and we can continue our search for Commander Aeronog.
Keep the Primalists busy while I search further up the tower for the commander.
Siege Scorpion. Here they are, the Siege Scorpions. Oh my god, do they actually just carry primals surrounded their claws instead of them being on their backs? That's kind of funny. Gotta leave my shots better. Oh, okay. This Siege Scorpion is now invisible, but it's still there because you can see it when I mouse the outline when I mouse over it. Why? Literally, why? Why did it turn invisible? Blizzard? Why? Diversity win. This invisible crossbow is by.
Over here, I think I found Commander Aeronog. It is good you are here.
Well done, Escala. That should take some heat off us. Keep your weapon in hand, though. We're not done yet.
We must press on.
This is the only part of the fortress we haven't yet searched, Escala. If Commander Aeronog is anywhere, it has to be here. Melanie glances towards the nearby doorway. Let us see what we can find out.
The Primalists must.
I'm ready. Let's get in there.
Over there. Your guards did not join our ranks as expected, Aeronog.
I am not concerned. Dead soldiers cannot get in your way.
I see you have unearthed the Flame Stone. I can sense its strength.
It is now time for your end of this bargain.
Arise. Primalist Aeronog.
I pledge this power to free my kind from the leash of the aspects.
Then go, while I turn this wretched Titan-stained place into ashes!
Well,
I am thankful.
damn it all. The commander was behind this? I cannot believe he would betray us like this.
Report back.
Commander Aeronog has betrayed us and left this beast in charge. You have done so much for me already, but I cannot handle that monster in my current state. Please, do this one last thing for me and help ensure that Southold Gate does not fall to these primalists. We must kill their leader. Help me, Escala.
We must... That traitor! Go defeat the Primalist leader here. I will be your rear guard.
And for anyone wondering, Aeronog, rather than the Lich King? Hello? Dragonflight. Aeronog's a raid boss. First boss of the expansion. Yep.
Death will be agony.
Biting and biting and biting and biting and biting. And wow, if we can kill that dragon by ourselves, surely we can kill Aranog by ourselves too, right? He must be so much weaker. Right? 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 With their leader dead, these primalists should be easy for reinforcements from Valdrakken to clear out.
The primalists must be purged.
New bracers. The primalists' threat has been diminished, Scala. Forces from Valdrakken will be headed in soon, and can clean up any remnants. You should head back to the city and inform Captain Drine of what has happened. She will be interested to know what occurred here with Commander Aranog. Thank you again, Ascala, for everything.
We will thank you, hero. Though Aranog's betrayal is painful, we have at least reclaimed Southgate Hold. Though my unit fell today, I will always keep the memory of their courage in my heart. May we never falter in our watch for further rebellion. Farewell, hero.
Goodbye. Ah, yes, we've reclaimed it, even though it's still full of enemies. Hooray, we saved the day. All's well that ends well, right?
Come forward, champion. There is something I wish to share with you.
Pretty sure that's level 70 content, so nope, not yet. Aranog joined the Primalists. Flame and Scale, this is a terrible development. However, you were able to prevent them from taking South Holt Gate. That is no small feat. I appreciate your service to Valdrakken, Scala. It will not be forgotten.
I require a moment of your time, hero. I promise it shall not be wasted.
The threads of time flow like a river, with many bends and branches. Occasionally, those flows can be changed. However, any anomaly left unresolved may doom our destiny to a false timeline. We are quickly approaching one of those anomalies. I have sent Chronorman to the Shifting Sands to investigate and correct any issues to the one true timeline. I foresee that your assistance will be invaluable. Please lend us your aid and meet with Chronormo. Let's go see Chromie! Time for bronze stuff. Also, don't worry about that new UI element. It's perfectly normal. That was always there. Look, we're gonna be dealing with bronze dragons. Time travel is inevitable.
We protect the Isles.
Hey, Chromie.
Why, hello.
Oh, it's you again. Or is it the first time? Anyway, hello. Nosdormu sent me to help.
The time, thank goodness you're here. The time waves are in chaos. We'll need as much help as we can get to fix them. An infinite dragon is trying to corrupt our bronze oath stone in the temporal conflux. That stone embodies our calling to protect all time. If corrupted, anything could happen, including... Oh no! Marathon! We can't let that infinite turn Nosdormu into his awful dark alternate self. I'm going to go try and hold her off. You help Dante sort things out down here. I always have time for you. There's nothing the Time Walkers can't fix.
Except some of our ranks are missing. Yes, I have time. For now.
Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And Dante Normu. Presumably this is a dragon. He doesn't have the dragon eyes, but presumably he is a dragon. Perhaps the greatest irony of being a Time Walker is having all of time to study, and yet no time to study. What's happening here? There has been a disturbance of the temporal conflux. The repercussions have destabilized the timeline currently around this valley. We are limited in numbers, but we must contain the unbalanced temporal energies coursing throughout the valley before the effects spread. Only then can we help reinforce our companions above. Hello, warrior. You're right on time. Some trouble up at the temple is causing the time waves to destabilize and spill out into the valley. Not only that, but a bunch of Time Walkers are missing. We've asked for extra help, but one of the new recruits hasn't arrived yet. Can you look for her? Be careful, though. Time's in a massive state of flux around the valley. There's no knowing what dangers are abound.
It has been a time.
Yeah, the infinite dragon...
You'll find everyone and get it figured out. Meet me at the temporal conflux after.
We shall do our best. I wonder what is keeping Sia there, though.
There she goes. Fun fact, Chromie is canonically trans. Originally it was just a fan theory and they made it canon. Anyway, so yeah, infinites, the infinite dragons are basically corrupted alternate timeline version of the bronze dragons. They're like, screw protecting the one true time way, we're gonna make our own timeline. You good? You good over there in chat?
The time magic, sir. There was a... Thank you.
Again, stellar line read there. Oh boy.
Yes, I can help.
I knew somebody would come around. Eventually. Drakthir.
Did we do it?
One moment. My first assignment. Unstable temporal energy seeping into the forest, affecting the wildlife. Need to assess the impact and collect that magic for the Time Walkers. Zara shakes her head for a moment. I was examining a pack of Vorkwin when I was attacked by a crazed bear overflowing with time magic. It caught me off guard. I barely escaped. Could you find my missing gear for me, warrior? You might also have to deal with that bear.
We make a good team.
We make a good team, says the person I just met who's just stuck on the floor. Oh boy, message. Here we go. The audio for this is super blown out. I'm gonna open it and quickly turn it down like 20% volume.
Yo, you wanna learn how to do a fucking infinite? I'ma teach your motherfucking bitch ass. Easiest shit in the motherfucking Marvel 3, Marvel 2. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Iron Man. Alright, jump up in the air, hit up fucking heavy kick, nigga. And then this motherfucking light punch, medium punch, light kick, heavy punch. Hold diagonal whichever way you fucking going. You only hit X fucking up, motherfucking heavy kick. You can't do it on the ground, motherfucker. That shit don't work. Let's start this motherfucker off right. Ow, 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 ow. Drop that shit.
Okay, I think that's enough of that. I think that... Anyway. That's fine. I don't think I'm gonna get banned for playing a YouTube video. Tate and me who said it, and they didn't know, so... Probably fine. Hey, Cloudbot, why did you put a plus in that message? There's not supposed to be a plus in that message. Why did you put a plus in that message? Your cat is approaching your mashed potatoes. Here she comes. Ravenous beast. I know, I used my interrupt already. Foolish. Healing with an ability called Borrowed Time is pretty fun. And a little Expedition Scout patch. It's a little treat. Oh, I got a Flight Stone. Don't worry about what that is. We'll get to that later. In like a couple of streams. New currents, but TLDR, it's a new currency that we won't be actually interacting with for a fair bit. Funk.
I am always ready.
Hello.
Oh hey, a Jason. Jason Real.
Let's not go that far.
No, yeah, fair enough. So do you like the little new UI element on stream today?
I'm sure it's right in front of me. Why do I not know what am I looking for?
So the top of the screen.
Top of the screen.
It's the Dark Souls location font.
Oh, okay. So I have not actually played Dark Souls, so I did not like process that. Okay, great.
Also, you sound a little distant. Is your mic set up good?
You know, I wonder if it's using a different. Because I did change. I had to do. So let me take a look at my settings here.
Jason is.
Aha! How about now?
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
much better.
It was set to use the microphone on my webcam instead of.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I don't like actually have my webcam like set up even, right? Like it's plugged into my computer, but it's like on a shelf behind it.
Oh.
So it would be even more distant.
That would explain a lot. Anyway, we're here helping the time guys. What's the time patrol from Dragon Ball Xenoverse? Sure, yeah, that must be it. We were able to find them.
I know I can.
Thank you for recovering all that valuable equipment.
I think that went well.
If you want to recover your health with forest fruit laced with unstable temporal energy, do not do it. Trust me, the impact on the body can be time-consuming. Get it? Haha, ow.
Did we do it?
With the Bronze Temple under attack, temporal energy is seeping out everywhere. The Time Walkers placed collectors all through this forest trying to gather all the errant magic. Anything collected can also be used as extra power, which is a good thing. This crisis is draining all our resources. I was supposed to retrieve the collectors, but I still need a moment to catch my breath. Could you get them for me?
I know I can.
Great. The Time Walker's staff intact. I am good at grammar, but it's definitely drained. I know. You can recharge it using the temporal energy coalescing around the wildlife here. Unfortunately, that means defeating affected creatures in the forest. The energies were making them dangerous and unstable, and would have had to call the population after anyhow. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for the greater good. Could you help? I still need a minute. Get it? Because time.
We're a good team. Thank you.
Oh, you have a shield now. Bye. Milk is good job putting the milk back in the fridge. You done did it. Oh, a rare. Hello. Angry bird. Goodbye. A wind-sealed mana capsule. Ooh, casting spells has a chance to refund mana. Great. That'll come in handy, so much so that I'm not equipping it. so applicable. Shadow Wizard Money. What? We love casting spells. My favorite spell is Polearm.
Yeah. So a barbarian is a wizard that only knows one spell and it's punch or whatever.
Plunge. I mean, is that not just what Tensor's transformation does?
I don't hear most memes that I encounter don't have audio.
Nope.
They
Plus
tend
one
to
time
be
entity.
images or text, not. Yeah.
Or text with images.
Generally, yes. They're visually encoded information. I do not have a TikTok.
Okay, adjusting volume. So like 89% you were too loud, 82% you were too quiet. So now I put you at 85, which is hopefully just right.
Okay.
Time charged Salamander, he just like me for real. AU, where I started a Warcraft channel, and it was Salamander Plays. But like after Dragonflight came out and established their existence.
So that would have been fairly recent. What were you doing for the rest of that time?
We may never know.
No.
Sometimes people know things other people don't know.
Sometimes I know things I do.
ChatGPT knows entirely things it doesn't know.
Yes. Okay, that's adding I said sometimes I know things I don't know. It's like adding an extra layer to the ancient philosophical debate of knowledge versus true belief with ChatGPT's like capacity to state things without knowing or believing them.
Yeah.
I truly am fascinated by like a lot of the philosophical things about AI, and it sucks so much that like
It's being used for evil.
companies are deciding like we're gonna like it's one of those like people who are like upset about what's happening with it are like, oh, we can't develop AI, we can't do anything with this because of how people will use it. It's like, well, look, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but humanity already invented a thing that inherently will turn everything that we create into its worst version forever, and there's no just simply undoing it, and that was capitalism. Right? So if you want to I just think like it just really it sucks how it's getting used, because I think that I don't know. One of my favorite things is I've tried using before it got to the point where it was like people were trying to get it let's be really lazy and have it just write everything for us. There was a service that was like it'll like give you a suggestion for your next sentence to help with writer's block. And that actually really did help me. Not because I used its suggestions, because every time it made a suggestion, I looked and said, like, oh, I can do better.
I can do better, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it would have, like, an interesting idea, and it would just say it in, or like it would not understand the idea that it was presenting, or it would not say anything. Like I'm going like no trace of this AI generated text is going to be in the text that I write, but it has given me an idea, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing. And also, like, I actually like the visual stuff where it's like, oh, we're going to emulate an artist and then not have to pay them is like the worst. Like, that's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But, like, I do think that, like,
I saw like a short like tweet someone wrote of I was gonna say short story, but it was a tweet of a hypothetical situation where someone puts in like a detailed art request into an AI machine and it thinks
I was
and it
just thinking
prints
about
out
that,
a
yeah.
list and it's like, wait, what is this? This is a list of all artists who are currently accepting commissions.
and I think that would be like, I think that would be an absolutely incredible thing.
Right.
Like, that would actually be really great if it could do that.
But like for
I
Tech
do-
Bros, that's a horror story.
Yeah, for Tech Bros, it's a horror story, but I do feel like there was some follow up of like, it's utopia for artists. Like, well, like, why does your like ideal situation still involve having to work for money? Why do you have to be taking commissions? Why can't everyone just have why can people not just make the art they want to? And then also, sure, an AI can create art. Ideally, there would be some limitations on it just aping a human style, but also like the argument well, they just it's taking all the stuff that it's been fed and remixing. It's like that's what people do.
People
too,
do
man.
that, yeah.
Like Star Wars was just Flash Gordon and the Hidden Fortress, and I don't think George Lucas went and got permission to have watched he presumably watched those movies legally.
Yeah.
And then was like, I have an idea, and he did it. It's like the AIs aren't quite to the complexity of doing that as people are, but it's just disingenuous to suggest that
everything
human
humans
artists
create is
don't
original.
get inspiration from other things. Yeah. And so it's
and Aragon is just Star Wars: A New Hope.
It really is though, right?
Yeah.
So is that unethical that he did that? No, of course not. And do you is everyone who decides I'm gonna write a coffee shop AU of this other thing? No, people the argument that an AI can't create anything new and it just copies stuff completely ignores the fact that a huge part of creativity is remixing all the things you've been exposed to. The problem here is that an AI can be exposed to a lot more stuff much, much quicker, and it doesn't understand it. But so many filmmakers will say oh, you don't need to go to film school, you just need to watch all these movies. Hey, all these people making films after they watch these movies are just copying those. No, they're not, right? And what the AIs can't do yet is they can't add their own element to it. And I feel like I've seen some stuff we have computer programs that could kind of simulate that. We just don't incorporate them into the stuff everyone's using because they don't want something that thinks for itself. They want something companies want, we want to be able to feed this thing all this art and then not have to pay the artist, right? They want a slave. They don't want something that that, so we don't use it. But if we ever get to a point where we do have that, I'm very concerned how much the anti-companies misusing AI stuff has become innately anti-AI, and I'm concerned about where that will go if AI does progress to a point where maybe that does count as, racism.
Anyway, we got quests to turn in.
Sorry, I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
I just set you off, and you're like,
Yeah.
now that you mention it.
Yes.
Joining the Time Walkers provides an opportunity the Healing Wings never could. You cannot wrap a bandage around time, can you? Ha! Wait, can you? Asking the real questions.
Yeah.
I think that went well.
We're able to find them all. Forest can recover. Time Walkers have extra energy. Staff should be functional again.
Dante, this is the adventure I told you about.
We have met. They appear to be another promising new recruit. So many books, so little time.
I almost accidentally sent my food delivery for pickup. That would have been bad.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Shepherding the Time Ways is a dangerous duty. Though you are not a Time Walker, Ambassador Kronormu believes you will be of great help. But to ensure your safety, we must properly train you.
Kronormu is very nominative determinism for being for being a Time Walker.
Oh no, the Bronze Dragons are all time-based. They're just like that.
No, but the name, right, being...
Yeah, but that was the Bronze Dragon's charge, is time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
oh, so it's like they were... Okay, I see what you're... Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Applejack being in MLP being named Applejack is like,
yeah,
wow,
well,
that's
like,
nominative determined. No, she was born to a family of apple farmers.
We don't even like. You
not
don't
a
even
stretch.
have to go into like fiction for that, right? Because
Yeah.
last names did come from professions,
Yeah.
and also like religious people will generally name their kids names from whatever their scripture is, right? So like that's all very like, yeah, no, that stands.
Yes. Unfortunately, all our instructors are still missing. I'll do my best to help. Let us see how we both do. I know the Ambassador Kronormu was counting on the both of us.
I'll be deep in my books. Come along. You as well, see as there, though.
God, what a name.
If only we could skip forward to already being Master Time Walkers.
Let me know when you are ready.
Only we could somehow walk through time to when we all.
Is it that time already?
Well, your future selves would be good, but your present stuff would still need to catch up.
Yeah.
This will not make you officially a Time Walker, but you will at least have the proper instruction to keep you safe as you assist us.
But Jorb, what is the future but tomorrow is present?
Temporal energy from a source. Please, give it a try. Well done. The staff can also be used to redirect the energy collected to a target such as this one.
So this feels like a tutorial for a minigame type of thing, and it never comes up again.
It'd be very funny if then
Excellent.
it does come up like,
Next expansion.
well, like not even next expansion, right? Like way far in the future, and like it's like lampshaded, right? That like, well, it is, you know,
Be careful.
yeah. Sorry that tutorial like fell back in time, and we never.
Anyway, speaking of which, here's gonna be something fun.
Oh dear. It
Oh, I see what's done. I was still looking at
Brace
the.
yourself.
There we go.
Empowered by the holy light and the undying strength of their convictions, the Draenei led the charge against the demonic Burning Legion in Outland. Now, with the Legion's defeat, they have completed the desperate mission that first brought them to Azeroth. Though some Draenei were sent back to Outland to revitalize their former civilization, the majority have vowed to remain and uphold their sacred commitment to the Alliance. Driven by a powerful vision, the immortal prophet Velen believes that a great war between the darkness and the light is fast approaching, and that Azeroth will be its principal battleground. As one of Velen's chosen, you must stand bravely before the shadow and ensure that your people are ready for the war to come.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new series, the Polearm Challenge.
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
my head.
This happens sometimes. We must return to the present, however.
I got a
Are
quest.
these graphics aren't actually like they haven't been downgraded to what they were, right?
No, no.
Okay, that would have been really great.
Alright, let's do our starting quests.
I was gonna say like because I did way back in the day play as a Draenei, and I'm like, oh, I recognize this place.
Yeah. I still have the quest.
As you can see, there are serious consequences to wielding time magic improperly.
So, the only reason we're able to pick this up is because we never actually did it in the first place. We skipped the Dragonflight starting and did the human starting area instead.
Well,
So, there's gonna be some of that.
I wish I could get back to my books.
They did say time magic was dangerous.
Yeah, and so that'll be whichever starting area is appropriate for your race or possibly class. So if you're a Death Knight, you'll be in the Death Knight starting area. Humans will be in the human starting area, etc. That was quite unexpected. As you can see, there are many dangers that come with wielding time energy. I do wish there was time to examine the effects of your little hiccup, but there are more important matters.
You know where to find me.
Despite that small hiccup during training, I believe you are prepared enough to aid us here. The distortions in the valley are allowing different time periods to cross over into ours. We are unsure why these timelines connect, which is quite alarming. We need more information. Please, see if you can find anything about the creatures pouring in from differently timelines. That's a typo in my dialogue. Oh well. I'm sure their passage will have left some sort of residue. By studying it, we can hopefully find a way to get ahead of this crisis.
I'll be deep in my books.
So your time travel ate the several hours that they spent proofreading the dialogue.
Yeah, okay. A proper Time Walker never leaves a crisis half resolved. Why wait and study when we have the tools we need already? Since you have my original staff, I found a spare for me to use. I'm sure no one will miss it. This is my plan. We team up on those rifts together and save the day. All the days, really. Sorry, I still get confused about the time stuff. What do you say? The task should be simple enough, right?
I think that went well. Let me head to the rifts first. See you there. This should be easy. Not bad. Let me handle the next one by myself.
Time Lost Murloc. Ooh, some dinosaurs. You know, let's check out the area. What else have we got that's time lost? Ooh, some Arcoa from Draenor. That's exciting. Anything else of note? Looks like it's mostly those in the Murlocs and the dinosaurs.
I stand by that. It would have been great to have like a couple things that very clearly are like of graphical quality from previous Warcraft games.
Yeah. So technically, we went into an uninstanced version of the. Like, we could have seen other players running around while we were there, from actually doing the starting zone.
You know, it would have been even more amazing if they could have pulled it off, and there was absolutely no way they could have done it. Especially in your case, but like if they somehow like had a snapshot of where they like simulated where players were and the names and the chat from when you started your account.
Maybe. So, this rift feels primordial. Shall we ready to watch future Master Time Walker in action? Show me what you got.
We make a good team. Oh, this is not good.
Nope. You just pushed a Murloc into that portal. Into that primordial time portal. There's probably not gonna have.
Fine. It's just like yeah, I'm sure that's not a problem.
Think a Murloc just
Everyone's a
merged
Murloc
in that
now.
timeline. Do we really need to tell Dante? It will be fine.
This will come up later.
Well,
What is it now?
Be cautious.
Hi.
When am I?
Hi.
We cannot lose.
Which timeline is this? When are we? Are you one of the Time Walkers? Did you say the Time Walkers? They're here. Zara could lead you to them.
Consider all the timelines.
Why were you inside that time rift?
It is a long story.
Dante is going to love this.
Hey, well, let's fight some dinosaurs and Murlocs. Temporal residue.
need to clean the temporal residue off in their windows sometime soon.
It's a problem we all have to face.
True. You really gotta get in there and scrub off that causality slime.
Causality slime. Oh, these guys don't enrage, they enmurgle.
That's much better.
Yes. Murloc abilities tend to be like that these days.
Someone started working there and thought it was the greatest thing, and it's just they shoved it into everything. So.
And they were right.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Nyom. We did it, right? Okay, maybe there was a wrinkle or two. Nothing Dante needs to know about. Also, an unexpected visitor. Still, overall, I'd say that went pretty well.
I know I can.
Yes, I have time.
While it is unfortunate this is all happening, I'm eager to discover new chronologies to study.
It has been a time.
With these samples, we will have a better understanding of how and why these timelines are intersecting with ours. Thank you for your assistance.
We will find time.
And we got a causality band.
What time is it?
These incursions push the durability of this timeline to the point of breaking. If only we had our full contingent of Time Walkers. Though you are a novice with the staff, I am told that you have managed to help us out greatly. With an extra push, I believe you may further aid our cause. Normally, I would put you through a full training, but the times are unorthodox. Take the scroll of advanced knowledge and use it to push back the invaders. Be swift, though. The effects are only temporary.
We must find the time.
It is good to see that you have returned safely. What happened?
We were defending the temporal conflux when fissures in time suddenly opened and pulled us through.
What of the others with you?
I do not know. I did not see any others where I went.
Where did you go?
It was a time that looked much like this, but was vastly different.
In what way?
The timeline was chaos. There was destruction everywhere. Few left to save.
We'll be seeing more of that, too.
There is destruction everywhere, as opposed to this timeline where there hasn't been there isn't regularly major catastrophes happening. No cities
never.
getting completely destroyed or entire afterlives being no. Okay, yeah.
Oh, this time lost Quillbort here. Missed these guys earlier. Anyway, hey, look, a time-lost amulet. I wonder what that could be. I'm sure that's not anything in particular. Definitely not the heart of Azeroth. Let's send that back to where it belongs. What else have we got? Alright, let's prove our worth on this Arakoa here. I almost said Arakocra, this is not D&D. Alright, let's send the Aegis of Agrimar back. Ah, yes. Let's send Varian's Compass back. Not here. Okay, this one is one I'm not entirely sure what this is exactly. Some kind of Pandaran scroll, but beyond that, I don't know what it is specifically. Or if it's anything in particular at all.
It'd be weird if there was like one that wasn't something specific if the rest were.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, and here's the cup that Manarot's blood gets drank from and corrupts the orcs. So, you know, also that one's important too. Wow, Murlocs versus Arakoa, this is a new one. Time lost Merhulk. And you. Oh, he's bulky. Don't like that. Don't annihilate me, thank you. Yep. Ah, look at our progress. We're doing great. Timeline preserved 69%.
Perfect. Good.
Yes.
Don't do anything more. Just leave it there.
Sorry. Gotta.
Well, now you have to go all the way to fixing the timeline 420%. So
That's true. There we go. Well, we did 103%. I hope that's okay.
sure, that's also a funny number for some reason. I'm sure.
I will make time for you.
A Time Walker's staff is crucial to shepherding time. Sometimes a gentle prod is all that is needed. Other times, firmer action is required. This should be enough to mitigate the instability in this area for now. While there is still more work to be done, your companions are eager to assist up at the temple. I will ensure the area down here is supported while you all go ahead.
Until next time,
Hey, Time Walkers! That's a funny name for boots.
I wish I could get back to my books.
You have helped us regain our hold on the sands, but I can sense something greater happening up on the temple platforms. Let us take to the skies and regroup with Ambassador Chronormu there. As always, time is of the essence.
You know where to find me. We will ascend to the temple platforms. Please, meet us there when you are ready.
Race you, Dante.
Aha, he is a dragon.
Recruits.
Better get comfortable in that bubble, Eternus. I won't let you corrupt our bronze oathstone.
Shoutouts to the Infinite Dragons for looking sick as heck.
Yeah. All right. That's fancy.
Oh yeah.
It's,
We have,
what is that? It reminds me of something, but I can't think of what it is.
do you want to ask any questions for Chromie, or should we just move on?
If you just move on. I don't know. I don't feel like I actually have the context to
Okay.
get the answers anyway, right? So
Okay. About time. Eternus might look frozen in that bubble, but she's struggling with all her might to get free. I'm so glad you're here. I need you to stabilize the situation here on the platforms, while Dante and Zara help me hold our infinite dragon friend in place. The temple security measures locked Eternus in a stasis bubble when she tried to take control of our Oathstone. Unfortunately, the other Time Walkers were also caught in those security measures. Your Time Walker staff should free them, no problem. Just make sure to deal with any angry timelings that pop up. Timelings? Sorry, timelings?
don't worry about it.
When the temple locked down, the wardens got sealed up with the temple doors. We need to pop that stasis bubble to get them out. Unfortunately, that'll need a fully empowered Time Walker staff. I know, you can drain the crystals here on the platforms. That should power up your staff enough. They have their own stasis field, so just yank them out and absorb their energy with your staff. I don't feel bad if they shatter. Power's still there, even if it's in pieces.
Hero, I require your assistance as well.
Hey, Dante?
Yes?
The Infinite has forced the energies of time to aggression. This is not good. Please, slay any time elementals you encounter while assisting Ambassador Chronormu. I will remain here and help her hold Eternus in place.
Do not worry, Ambassador Chronormu. Your friend is more than capable for this task.
And yes, time elementals.
They were amazing in the past.
Fancy.
Or was that the future? Or right now? Anyway, I know.
Thank you very much. Excuse me while I find my sister and apologize for something I've just done in an alternate timeline.
I often find myself apologizing for things that I've only done in an alternate timeline.
Yeah. That's just the mood when you do something in a dream and you feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Thank you. My mind was in that bubble, but my mind was stuck in the darkest days of my past. Oh, that's also a thing people can relate to, I think.
Yeah. That's just been the last 3 years.
Oof. Koa. Here we have bronze power crystal. Pull on the time stream.
Oops.
Careful.
Worry, we
Don't
can replace those
don't break
crystals.
it. Just
At least, I think we can.
It's fine. Finally free. I saw visions of my afterlife in there. Took me forever to decide on a covenant. God damn it. Thanks, Blizzard. Just once, whenever they do bronze stuff, I want them to, like, make something that seems like an innocuous comment, but it's actually a reference to the next expansion that hasn't even been announced yet.
yeah, they should do that. It's
Look,
like,
I was back in time to my teaching days. Nightmarish students they were.
like that, or like find something that has been said and use it as inspiration for an expansion, like with the I don't know if it was ever like confirmed, but right, like in like Pokemon Red and Blue, there's like some comment.
Oh yeah, the
like,
Mona
I wish
thing?
there was, yeah, and it's Muna.
Yeah.
It's like that was not planned that whole time, but they were able to like go back and
Death's wing. I saw a future of unstoppable Dracthyr imbued with the light. Huh. Is that a reference to the timeline with all the Light Forged Draenei that took over Draenor? For anyone who remembers Warlords of Draenor and that Draenei girl Yrel, apparently she, in like the 25 years between when we were there and when the timeline catches up to the present, she becomes a fascist dictator?
unfortunate. I hate it when people become fascist dictators.
Me too! That would require Blizzard to think ahead.
Yeah.
Sweet
That's
Earth
true.
Mother! I'm finally free of that dreaded timeline. It was all gold, explosives, and goblin politicians.
Oh, the other good thing would be if they had someone somehow like allude to having been in like StarCraft.
Oh, I'd like that. Hey, a temporal loom. I wonder if that's a crafting station. I'm pretty sure there are
No, that's
some.
how you get
There
time
are some
warp.
StarCraft pets, like Grunty here. He is a Murloc Space Marine.
Fantastic.
Let's see. Also like some Diablo stuff too. Yeah, I've seen yet another future where the Bloodhoof Chieftain is captured. Yeah, no, Yrel and her are basically she basically became a fascist dictator ruling over Draenor and being like, you will serve the light or else. and basically killing anyone who wouldn't convert. Which is extremely out of character, mind you. So I don't.
You know, Blizzard doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
So.
And this only ever comes up in the Maghar Orc recruitment quest line for Horde, where Horde players go back to the alternate Draenor to see what things have been up to and see if we can't recruit the guys from there. And it turns out that time has passed and that's happened. Whoa! I saw my future. My great-grandson marries a night elf, and to be honest, their kids had incredible ears.
Uh-huh.
Excellent work. Usually I'm against killing time, but today is an exception. Oh cool, an axe that would be upgrade, but it's not a polearm.
Oh wow.
I'm still gonna take it just because it sells for the most money, but...
Can't you, like, stick it on the end of a stick and then...
Oh, if only it were that... If only that were that easy.
Not really passing the, what's it called? The,
Backtail test?
So I was gonna say that I was with the axe. I was still thinking I was the paperclip test where it's like you have to like the creativity. Like, does it have to be a normal sized paperclip? What if can I unfold it? Can it be a paperclip but it's made out of this other material? What if it was giant but with pole arms, right?
Excellent work. You should be cooking with more than enough time juice to release the wardens now. Alright, let's pop that stasis bubble around the temple doors and release our wardens. Are you ready for a huge tug-of-war match with time itself? Yank at the door's bubble like you did with the crystals earlier. But be careful, all the time energy released is sure to collect and attack you. I'm not sure what will be there, but at least you'll have the freed wardens on your side no matter what happens.
I want a big glass of time juice.
While you kill the wardens.
You have our strength, Ambassador.
I bet you it tastes citrusy.
I may not be a full time walker yet, but I am strong enough to help.
Pull on the time stream.
Your efforts are wasted. I have seen all possible futures. We shall be victorious.
Wardens, we're finally free. Slay this monstrosity and take back the temple.
Colossal causality. How do you beat up time?
Oh, let me tell you. It's not easy.
I do kind of enjoy the association with time, magic, and sand. Because, you know, hourglasses.
Yeah, no, yeah. Was it a Tumblr post that was like, the timepiece with the least moving parts is the sundial.
Oh yeah, no, the most moving
parts is an hourglass.
Apologies for the delay, Ambassador Krenormo. Your wardens are ready and able to protect this temple again.
I would also contest that the timepiece with the most moving parts is probably the sky, but...
That's the second largest time elemental I've ever seen. I knew I should have packed my selfie camera today. Oh well, I'll just stop by this moment again on my next day off.
I feel like an hourglass full of sundials is an excellent metaphor for how time works.
Sure, that might as well be correct. I never thought I'd save our temple by dismantling the very security we set up to protect it, but here we are. With the time elementals purged, our time walkers free, and our wardens at the ready, it's finally time to let this last stasis bubble down and deal with Eternus. Let me know when you're ready. I know with you by my side, nothing can go wrong. In before things go wrong.
Or after, given the time problem.
Hey everyone.
True. swamp.
Oh, no you don't!
Hi, not Stormmoon.
Vision came too late. They have punched a tunnel through time and are tumbling endlessly amongst the infinite possibilities. We must find them and correct their course before the entire fabric of reality is torn asunder.
Anyway, this upcoming sequence is why I have these display thingies.
Okay, I'll have to. I get slightly behind, but now I kind of want. I'll watch the stream one so I can see it.
We will persevere. Hold your head high. Keep your wits about
Okay,
you.
that's just side quests. What's up, now Stormmoon? Eternus and Chromie have fallen through space and time. You must retrieve them at all costs.
Focus on
When the magic of Bronze and Infinite collided, it sent Chronormu and Eternus into an uncontrolled tumble through time. As they fall, they rip the fabric of time itself, sending out countless ripples across time and space. You must locate them and bring them back. Only then will we be able to stop any further damage. I see that you will be the one to stop Chronormu's fall. I would ask that you gather the allies you will need to save Chronormu while I focus on her magic.
the future will unfold as it
Soridormi,
You require.
consort of Nosdormu. Nosdormu requests your presence.
I shall be there at once.
I am always ready.
Chromie, I can't believe what happened. Nosdormu requests your presence.
Me? Right. On it.
Oh, hang on one second. I have to.
What's up? Jason exploding.
so many books.
To be lost in time. That is not a fate I would wish on even an infinite dragon. Nosdormu requests your presence.
Of course, hero.
Gang's all here except for that one other guy we pulled out of a rift.
I see you have a part to play in this.
Everyone is gathered.
You balance. I have located the moment in time where we may find Chronormu. Soridormi, I shall need you to hold the time portal open on the other side. My vision did not show me much. I could only see blurs of fire, ice, and chaos.
Do not worry, beloved. I shall handle it. Sarah, you are with me.
Yes, Commander.
Did you ever see Marvel's What If?
I haven't. I kind of meant to, but have not.
Only one true time.
There's a excellent fight scene of falling through like different timelines.
Ooh.
That just the description reminded me of.
Yes. If we work quickly, I believe we may be able to catch her.
Be mindful of which.
I have tracked Chronormu and Eternus to a potential future. I know not what you will find there, only that it is dark and chaotic. Soridormi has taken some of our Time Walkers ahead to that future in order to hold our connection to that time stable. Her considerable power will be needed to keep the portal open, so she must rely on your talents. Soridormi will be able to direct you further once you meet her there. Hurry, Escala. Find Chronormu. Travel to the primalist future. This is the timeline that one guy came from the portal where he got flung to.
Certain events
Or at least, presumably, it's implied. Chronormu and Eternus are falling through time, but I sense them stop every so often. These brief moments are our opportunity to find them. Nosdormu conjures a small chrono crystal. I have imbued this crystal with power, as well as my own temporal resonance. They have gone to a troubling possible future. Find them and use it. Hopefully you can fix their position in time before they slip away again.
another time, perhaps.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. I feel like I had something I was going to say and I've already forgotten it.
The Primalists are preparing to attack the temporal complex.
Since the Chromie is nearby, we must act quickly. There's also a world quest.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Aren't all timelines kind of just implicit, though? Really?
Time flows.
We need to find Chromie and Eternus before more damage can be done to this time.
I will be here.
The temporal ripples have caused trouble for the people here. Enemies appear where they were not, or are far stronger than they should be. These changes are small, but they are disastrous. I ask you to help the resistance fighters here. Heal their wounds so that they may fight once more. Set their timeline back on its correct course, as if it had never interacted with our own. It is not much, but it is what we can do for them.
Time. If you need help, call on me and I will be there.
Possible future you. Hi. Should I do my voice or should I do a Draenei voice? I guess I'll do a Draenei voice. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to find myself here. This is not the Azeroth I wanted, but it's the one I have. We're fighting to preserve what's left and take the world back, but your arrival has caused some trouble. We use the essence of those elementals out there to fuel our protections and keep ourselves safe. See that shield? That's the only thing keeping us from discovery and annihilation, and you drained our resources. Bring back some of that essence, and we may survive another day. Look at that.
It's like, I wonder what happened that resulted in future me having an accent.
I wonder what happened that resulted in future me having a dagger instead of a polearm.
Look, a dagger is just a polearm with a very short handle.
You assume Jorb was reading Dueling Drama much?
I keep lighting up like my microphone is picking up things. I'm trying to figure out what's causing it.
Oh, there's a Primal Storm event happening right now too. Perfect. Storm's Fury. So that means we're gonna have to deal with potentially getting cold.
The Primalists have reactivated a portal.
I don't care about their portal. Where's the NPCs? I need you. Don't appear to be any injured NPCs here. So we can actually return to this timeline later and do world quests and events here, as seen by the fact that there's the Storm's Fury. As for why, I don't know. I like our timeline more. Thanks, Sarah.
That would be like maybe you do, but that would be funny if you get to some timeline. It's just like Azeroth, if none of the like terrible stuff happened. It's like, oh, I wonder what happened to result in this instead of the. It's like something like completely, no one would ever think of it.
Primal Draconium. Yes, please. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Putting rocks in my mouth.
Important to get your daily vitamins and minerals.
Alright, now I just need to kill some enemies.
Right.
Collect their temporal essence. So I have the year here listed as question mark ADP because who knows? It's just the near future, presumably, or an alternate near future. So it's called the Primalist Future. In beta, it was called the Primalist Tomorrow. So, given the fact that also the player character is here, suggests it really is not that far in the future.
Yeah, no, I mean,
which is troubling.
I don't know what. I guess it depends if it's no matter what race you are, like, what's like the shortest like lifespan of playable races, and then
I'll tell you which lifespan is not the shortest, and it's all the elves.
Yeah, so that's
Destroy it.
I guess for some reason I assumed like gnomes.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm just gonna back up a bit. Oh, good. I'm actually immune to the cold effect. Must be because I'm on the questline quests. That's nice.
There's an old like choose your own adventure novel that had, I think it was gnomes, and they had very like short lifespans, and that's probably why I'm thinking that. And I have no sense of whether that's actually like a regular fantasy or not.
Don't know. New playable race, fruit fly.
You have to make a new character every like time you log in because the old one will have died. It's like the roguelike mode for World of Warcraft.
And they kind of have one of those in the form of, from Shadowlands, there was Torghast, which is kind of like that.
What was that game that had, like, mega permadeath of if you die, it uninstalled the game, but, like, left something where, like, you had to buy the game again. And it wasn't, like, even, like, cheap.
I'm not sure I heard about that.
And, like, I feel like, presumably it wasn't a joke, but it's just like, alright, well.
That seems inconvenient.
Or it might have even been like, no, you can't buy it again. Like, you would have to go through incredible, like, the intent was, no, if you die, you're never able to play the game again. Maybe. Like,
unless you use, like, a different computer.
That almost makes more sense. Yeah.
Probably put stuff in, like, the registry or something.
Yeah. Obviously, there would be ways around it.
Yeah, if you're determined enough. But I feel like that kind of, like, defeats the point of the game.
Yeah. If someone's trying to do that, they probably were not, like, the target audience for the game anyway.
Yeah. I remember seeing a game that was, like, basically don't play this, that was, I don't remember the name, and even if I did, I wouldn't say it, just for the safety of the audience. Mm-hmm. Where it was like a sort of a Space Invaders type of thing, I think. But all of the enemies corresponded to files on your computer, including system files.
Oh,
and whenever you killed that enemy, that file would be deleted. And you can only play the game so long before your computer crashes.
I feel like I heard about that, yeah. I mean, there's like... This isn't quite what Nier did, but I feel like there's some game also where it's like you do that with your save data at least.
Yeah. It's what we call probably not a good idea.
It's true.
Oh, we're invisible. Help, I'm not real. Have you collected what we need? You've given us some breathing room. Okay, goodbye, invisible future Escala.
Greetings, adventure.
These brave fighters will be able to bolster their forces once more.
Honda.
This timeline is dark and chaotic. The disruption here has been severe. I shall remain in this timeline a moment more to help sort out what remaining ripples may appear. Return to Nosdormu. You will want to know of our success, even if it was less complete than we would like.
Time reveals all.
Our final meeting.
The process was not finished, but I can more accurately track Chronormu now.
The one path.
Your journey did not accomplish our goals, but it was a success nonetheless.
You balance upon the cusp.
It is regrettable that we could not stabilize Chronormu, but there is another potential location where we may be able to catch her and bring an end to her fall through time. Nosdormu frowns. The glimpses of this timeline past are strange, even among some of the visions I have witnessed in my life. Be on your guard, Escala. I'm uncertain what you will face, but it is powerful and oddly familiar.
The one path. Andante Norman. You shall hold.
God, this
the
is just a
sacred
classic
control.
Who serial, isn't it?
It is a strange place. I imagine you will find it fascinating.
I will go at once, my lord.
I see. They are falling through possibilities as well as time. Hurry. I've located another point in the timeline where we might catch them. It is unusual, but do not let the strangeness of this world slow you down. Chronormu's fate is in your hands.
Focus on the now.
Murloc World?
Welcome to Asmerloth, everybody.
Yes!
Please look at this. Just let's take a moment to take in the zone map.
I called it. Oh, perfect, yes. Good.
Just all these names. So here we have Varian Wirengurgle, Finduin Wirengurgle, Thrall Grogol, Escala.
No.
Can't be us. She has a sword. And over in the back is Deathwing Gurgle.
Is it that time already?
Whatever I expected, this is not it.
Well, then you haven't been paying attention.
An alternate timeline born from Murlocs? Forgive my selfishness, but would you obtain a few stray motes of temporal energy while you locate Ambassador Chronormu? Just walk into them and your staff should do the rest. I'll examine the data later, when we're not in the middle of venturing through rips in Azeroth's varied realities. Rewards, you will receive Heart of Asmerloth.
Hey, do you mind walking through this dangerous radiation for me? Thanks, bye.
Just... You aren't sure what's being said, but there are a lot of stabbing motions. It seems like this Murloc wants you to kill something. Quest objectives.
Perfect. Perfect.
And we have with us ourselves. Sort of.
That must be so upsetting.
See, if our alternates... Because we're not even from Azeroth, so this suggests that the Draenei are also Murlocs for some reason.
Yeah. You
And come to think of it...
You sent that other Murloc back to the Big Bang, man.
Yeah,
Like,
and come to think of it, why are the orcs also Murlocs? They're from a third planet. They're from Draenor.
all the planets were born from the Murloc.
There's
All
just
is
a
Murloc.
lot to take in. Also, I was very tempted to just put the year for this also as question mark.
It's a shame there's no way to indicate that a numeral is meant to be read like you know, gurgly.
I considered doing like
Wurgle
28x.
90 or like you can't do right. There's no way to do that.
I considered doing like 28X, like it's or 29X, like it's from frickin'
Mega Man.
Well, yeah, that or I was actually thinking Final Fantasy 13 too, with the altered timelines.
Mm.
But in that one, the X's only replace zeros, so.
No,
Oh, hey, it's Sir Finley Mergleton.
Adding that to a date is, but whatever.
Sir Finley Mergleton is here. Yep, there's other Murloc characters around.
Yeah, it's like there was like, what cartoon was it? It was Cow and Chicken, where they like multiple times went back to like these primordial things, and like they left like they dropped a nickel in it by accident. When they came back to the present, everyone had a nickel for a head, and then right, and then like they had like several beats to that joke. It ends, and you know, good enough. It's like everything's like almost exactly the same.
I just want to know how a single Murloc being sent back in time made all of this happen. Like what? Did it mitosis? Did it mitosis?
How did a single particle getting sent back in time result in our universe?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, story of a memorable victory. Elder Poe and Iskara will be interested in listening to this story. Like, alright, Elder Poe, we got some backstory on this one. Merc Deep. I think he's from, like, Westfall or something? Maybe, like, Darkshore? I don't know. He's some old Murloc rare mob. A lot of references to old Murlocs from, various zones. Hey, you two.
Your pet mortal found us again. Perhaps this time they will be successful.
No, my money's on at least 2 more beats to this joke.
Escala says, girl, 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 girl. I can only assume that translates to, what are those? They kind of look like dragons, but they're not Murloc-y enough.
I mean, they wouldn't, like, if you think about it, if Murlocs are so fundamental to this, like, reality, that everything is them, like, would they be able to think, like, that's like this but less Murloc-y, or would it be like a fish trying to think of something that's less?
Is it an am I in Eldritch horror?
Or like either an Eldritch horror, or like you would be if they could really like actually parse what's going on, and it's actually so like it's just not part of like how they're. I don't know, like they're like salient landscape, right? That like they don't notice the difference because they wouldn't think to look for it. They're like, there's something weird here, but we can't really there's something different about you.
This guy's just called Murgle. Old Murkai, he's from Westfall. Verlgrok Starfin!
What?
Verlgrok Starfin! Good.
Like, you know when you see someone and you're like, God, did you get a haircut? Or, you know, new glasses or something, and you can't put your finger on it, and it's like they used to have a huge beard and it's completely shaved it off, and somehow your brain isn't parsing that that's the difference, and you go through all like these things. Because it's such a big difference that you don't even like think about. I think it's like, it might be like that.
Because I want to acknowledge that even Deathwing here is a Murloc instead of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, there's still dragon skeletons. Let's not wonder about what the implications of that are.
Well, the Murloc that's like, there's a lot of cartilage in a Murloc, right?
The Murlocs appear to be pleased.
So many books, so little time.
Astounding work. Now, what do you imagine the Murlocs of this Murloc world are? I shudder to think.
They're just tiny humans.
Alright, we've equipped the Heart of Azmerloth. Which, the flavor text is a Murglified version of the flavor text for the actual Heart of Azeroth.
Perfect.
Deathwing! 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 Gurgle! You don't need a translation to know that they want you to bring down their Murloc version of Deathwing. Before you can agree or disagree, the roars of a machine engine make their way towards you. Ah, a Murglia Gurgleheart.
That's what happened to her.
It's not a chopper, it's a hopper. Cast a bolt made of spoiled fish. Shower the enemy in toxin-infused pufferfish guts. Get damage instead of bubble of murk.
If you got a powerful enough Murloc like microscope and looked at the atoms of the sea,
would they be Murlocs?
Yeah.
For some reason, this reminds me of Problem Sleuth, where all of the atoms are actually Pickle Inspector. Well, the subatomic particles are him, actually.
I mean, like, that kind of thing is not actually that rare in, like, speculative fiction. Right, there's also, like, very often, like, oh yeah, no, they're all actually, they're a tiny universe, a tiny number of...
Bane Blurgfin. Who else we got? Sethfin. Tyrglian Webbed Ring. Merkai. Varian Thrall. Gurglevel the Conqueror. Not sure who that's supposed to be. God. Someone at Blizzard had fun with this. For their goods! The Murlocs celebrate your deeds this day. With that done, we were able to increase Ambassador Chronormu's connection to our time. I'm certain when we find her again, we'll be able to finish the ritual. For now, let us return to our present, in a world with significantly fewer Murlocs. I wish we could come back to this reality like we did with the Primal's Future. Unfortunately, no such luck.
Yet.
Get
ready. This, next
expansion.
Fall.
Warlords of Azmerloth. Yeah. Please.
Seeing all of time is my fate.
Gurgle
my curse.
Or Gurgle.
Thank you for helping to uphold the timelines, odd as they may sometimes be.
Certain events.
The process was not finished, but I can more accurately track Chronormu now.
The future will unfold.
Nosdormu's gaze is unfocused. The further they fall, the faster they travel. They punch holes through the fabric of time which send out great ripples. You will need to be swift to catch them. Nosdormu's focus sharpens and shifts to you. I will send my Time Walkers to help you navigate the time ways and speed your efforts. Avoid entangling with the temporal locals and do not stop until you have found Chronormu. Go. We have precious little time.
Time is of the essence, champion.
Portal to the Knoll War.
It's a shame after this we're going to fall off a tall building and regenerate into Peter Davidson.
Sure. But you don't have much time.
It has been a time.
Are you ready, Escala? So yeah, we are now in the year 75 before Dark Portal. Approximately a bit over, about like 115 years ago now. I see a Goldshire looks exactly the same.
Yeah, compare this to, like, what San Francisco looks like now compared to 150 years ago.
It's like, dang,
But
I didn't know the inn and the blacksmith were 115 years old.
Like that seems actually that seems unlikely.
I like how the mini
It'd be very
map
funny
uses...
if there was actually some line like, oh, these like
Wait,
those
hold on a
buildings like
second.
burned down several years after your visit, and they just happened to get rebuilt. Very similar.
I'm sorry. The lake is empty. They didn't put the water in. They didn't include the water.
I have time. For now.
So
It hasn't been invented yet.
Water hasn't been invented yet.
Water was not invented until like 63 BTP.
A scholar that must act quickly to catch up to Ambassador Chronormil, and I mean that quite literally. Zara and I will do what we can to speed up progress, but it is imperative we avoid entangling with this time period as much as possible. To do so will slow us down. We may not be able to catch the Ambassador before she's lost even those Dormer's magic. We haven't a moment to lose.
Zara and I will do what we can to speed our path through. War of the shifting sands. Take care to avoid the combatants.
Alright, we're now 100 years in the past.
Right?
Sorry, 1,000 years in the past. My mistake. We were like 100 earlier. Now we're 1,000 years in the past.
I read about this. Those Mogu were vicious.
Alright, we're in the Pandoran Revolution, approximately 12,000 years ago.
Again, this needs to end with the final jump and just, it's like, wait a minute, this is Pong. Like we're at the dawn of the universe. I think it's just like a Pong hitting the paddle.
Where are we? Is this even Azeroth?
It is Azeroth, though an exceptionally long time ago.
We should find Chromie and get out of here. This place is scary.
So welcome to the Black Empire. This is pretty much the furthest back on the timeline we can go. I couldn't find an exact date for this, other than at least 20,000 years ago, if not more. This is before the Titans even arrived on Azeroth.
No one is coming to save you.
And the old gods are whispering to us. Let's see, up there, there's Ragnaros.
They're like the fairly recent gods now, though, right? The contemporary gods.
There is a... Yeah, I guess they're the modern gods now. Alakir. Oh, hi, Cthulhu. So, Observing Presence, I believe, is Cthulhu. Piercing Presence... I'm not sure. Maddening Presence is definitely... Maddening Presence is definitely Yogg-Saron. With Yogg-Saron and Cthulhu... I guess Piercing Presence might be N'Zoth. Maybe Yasharaj. By the aspects, this is the Black Empire.
It has been a time.
Chromie time.
You know where to
This
find me.
is the Black Empire. We have traveled very far into the past indeed. Look, I see Ambassador Chronormil and Eternus. We need to hurry and complete the ritual. Even my curiosity is not enough to wish to see where they might travel to next.
This is far in the past, right?
Yes. From before the Titans found Azeroth. This is when the Elemental Lords made war on the Black Empire of the Old Gods.
It's a long, long time. Okay, the knowing presence, that's definitely Nizal.
I will be right back.
So that's probably Yasharaj. They keep cutting each other off. You guys are gonna have to read the chat box for their whispers.
What is the problem?
Yeah, man, you already said that.
Hey, girls.
Look, it is
I am so glad you're here. We are definitely in a bit of a situation.
an understatement. As usual.
You did it!
I am also relieved not to be stuck with you for an eternity.
You will die.
Come on, Cthulhu. Now it's weak sauce. Everyone dies eventually. That feels much better. Oh, don't worry about it, Turnus. We've come to a bit of a truce for the moment.
Your allies.
We're not gonna fall through time anymore, but we're far in the past. Way far in the past. The Titans haven't visited Azeroth yet far in the past. Getting home is going to be tricky. But we dragons can do it. We're gonna need you to keep those Black Empire minions off our backs, though. It shouldn't take too long. I think. Probably. Don't worry about it. Just keep those creepy monsters away and we'll handle the rest. Easy.
I always have time for you.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's just like, you will die. It's like, yeah, man, not for like more than 20,000 years, though.
Focus.
I've got time.
You are courage.
Here comes the Black Empire right on time.
If only your mortal was so timely as well.
So happy.
Use the staff. Remember your training.
Not that powerful.
Just imagining it's like, you know, some ancient magic gets, you know, really hyped up as like this, you know, it's just assumed to be incredibly powerful, and then it turns out that it's like, oh, that's actually not that impressive. We've developed, like, again, it's like the we were talking last time about the rocket launcher against the demon, right? Like, oh, actually, like the great and ancient, you know, powerful magic from the dawn of time means it's also from before, like, we invented all these ways to use mana more efficiently or whatever, and it's actually like not scary at all.
Wee-hoo! Oh, and that conveniently activated the Bronze Oath Stone. Sure. The activation conditions for these things are kind of arbitrary.
It works on the same principle as how long it takes for a hyperspace jump in Star Wars.
Stone, it's restored. Thank goodness. I never want to go so far into the past again. But I'm glad I had some help getting back.
You have aided Chronormu. For that, I am grateful and will spare you. But leave. Quickly.
We will bring you to your ultimate fate. You cannot deny what is to come. When we meet again, do not expect clemency for what has transpired.
You have until then to look up what clemency means.
So Nosdormu was fated to eventually become Murazond, the leader of the Infinite Dragonflight, when he falls to madness.
Is this hello or goodbye?
Quietly ask Chromie if Nosdormu is okay.
Good luck. Nosdormu, are you okay?
Eternus nearly succeeded. I thought I had more time.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought I was strong enough to defeat her.
Ah, Chronormu. You have done nothing wrong. You fought valiantly and well. But Eternus is right. My fate is inevitable.
What do you mean?
Each day that passes, the future flows into the present, which blurs into the past. Soon, it will merge into one, and that is when I will become my darkest self, Murazond. And when that day comes to pass, I look to you to do what must be done.
Yes, Timeless One. I will do exactly what you need me to. I will find another way.
There is none.
Time encompasses all possibilities. You taught me that. I will search every timeline, every moment, until I find a solution to save you.
Chronormu, in all timelines, please know, I am, and always have been, proud of you.
She stood on the boxes to be tall, yeah. So I've heard theories that suggesting that Nosdormu is going to become Murazond in this expansion, and Chromie is going to become the new bronze aspect in his place. This is, the first part at least, is further, there's a dungeon coming in the next patch called Dawn of the Infinite. So, you know.
Why didn't villains get the cool names?
I think the description even says that they're trying to turn Nosdormu into Murazond again.
I mean, you know, how many, like, again, with time travel, of course, and we're just going to make references to Doctor, but, like, how many times did we have the plot of, like, and everyone think, like, oh, this is okay, and this is how the Valiard is going to, like, come into it.
Right, you're
and
right.
then we completely glossed over it, right? It's like, oh, that something happened with the timeline, great intelligence, Translore, don't worry about it. We're never, like, nope.
Nope.
Gone.
With the Bronze Oathstone restored, Alexstrasza can proceed with her plan. Travel to Veldrak in the Scala. She will want to hear of your success.
The future will unfold as it was meant to.
We'll meet again.
Oops.
dash, Malanore. We will...
Yeah, that's so funny to me, right? Because at the time, surely when they wrote that, like, oh, between his, 10th and 11th regeneration or whatever it was, like, the writers were just thinking, like, show's never gonna go that long. We don't have to worry about this.
What if the Meta-Crisis Doctor becomes, the failure?
That was, like, a fairly common theory, I remember at the time, I think. I mean, arguably, that still could happen, I guess.
Yeah, it's not, like, discounted.
Yeah. I mean, Donna is coming back for the 60th.
And David Tennant is coming back, so...
Yeah. Like, I guess, just in general, like, anything from Russell T. Davies' era, I feel like could matter again, even if it's been completely ignored, so...
I think it's so funny that the Doctor regenerated into David Tennant a second time.
It's very funny. Like, it is one of those things where if it had not been previously established in the 50th, that, like, that's a thing that was going to happen of, like, revisiting old faces, it would have felt a little bit more egregious.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, they're bringing back Ted. But, like, just because they'd already done it with, like, at some point the Doctor will be Tom Baker again. It's like, oh, okay, fine, yeah. And especially because we know very quickly that,
They'd also already announced a different person to play the next Doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
So we know it's going to be probably just for a special or something.
Well, especially because, like, as people have noted, like, it's kind of, like, the regeneration was kind of weird, right? Like, why did the Doctor's clothes change this time?
The rules of regeneration are never...
but clothes have very consistently never changed. So it is actually fairly notable that happened this time. Especially because, like, it's not like it's Ten's outfit again, right?
Yeah. In short, what? All the Oath Stones have been restored.
With the Oath Stones of each flight renewed, I believe we can channel the essence of each into the Mother Oath Stone and restore our aspectral powers. This sacred artifact and symbol of the unity of dragonkind.
Did I click the wrong button? I think I clicked the wrong button.
Coronos, what can you tell us of it? It has been many centuries since we last walked the halls of Tyr's stronghold.
When the Isles awakened, so too did the Guardians of Tyr.
Yeah, this is the wrong dialogue option. Oh well.
Well, then you could go back in time and fix things.
Erratically. Should you go there, I cannot guarantee the greeting you will receive.
I understand. However, I have faith that with the help of our champion, we can overcome any danger.
No, come back. I still need to talk to you here. Oh, she's still here. Ascala, please accept our most sincere gratitude for all you've done for us. I'm not going to Tyrhold. I'll let you know when the time comes to accompany on this next step, even though I just did. Campaign complete. World quests unlocked. Adventure mode unlocked. Yay! So now it's side quest time.
Wait, side or sad? I didn't quite pick that.
Side. I mean, they could be sad.
That's not as bad. Gift of silver. Reward several gold.
It's a lot of side quests for us to pick up. I understand that the Algathar Academy is open to the world once more. Long ago, its sacred halls were only open to dragons, but in the years that have passed, the head teacher has seen the wisdom of welcoming to any who wish to learn. He's asked for a recommendation on any promising new students. As a great ally to Dragonkind, it would be an honor to have you attend our great academy. I leave the decision to enroll up to you, but I'm sure Dorgos would love to at least give you a tour. I'll pick that up for later. Hee hee, Platinum Star Band. So many quests around here. I gotta start picking them up. The exclamation marks are gonna drive me mad.
Protect. Report back.
There's been an incident on the bottom floor. Oh, I should read this. Ascala, did you hear the noise? There's been an incident on the bottom floor. One of my trusted investigators, Irima, was there first. He will require assistance gathering the evidence while he tries to interview the crowd. It could be nothing, but I doubt it. We've had some trouble with the rebels lately. Ascala, I have another task for you. There have been reports of primalist activity near the Gillikir post that threaten our control of Tierhold. Speak with Commander Thedesis and see how you can assist. The primalists wish to bring elemental chaos back to this world and will stop at nothing to see their goal accomplished. I have received disturbing news that they have infiltrated the halls of infusion deep below Tierhold. They attempt to disrupt the works of Keeper Tyr for their own nefarious purposes. Please, you must put an end to any primalist threat within those sacred halls, Ascala. I just realized the previous VOD was called the Azure Oathstone, and this one's probably going to be the Bronze Oathstone. Just already? Thaldraszus definitely has the shortest zone main quest, I'm pretty sure. Greetings, mortal. I have word from our head gardener, Gryrumpetch. The word is that the gardens are in a state of chaos, but I don't know if that is abnormal. They have assured me that they have it in hand. Actually, in shovel is the phrase they used. I'm not sure what they're meaning. I'm sure they'll fill you in. Please, seek them out and they'll outfit you appropriately for the situation. And on track. Familiarize yourself with the town. Get some supplies.
As far as fastest main quest, they missed the trick by having it get finished in the past so that you could say that it was so fast that it was done before it started.
I don't need the Chrono Crystal anymore.
But what if Chrono Crystal needs you?
You're right. I should have thought of that.
We serve once more. May the waters protect you.
There are some goblins within Valdrakken that are investigating an abandoned Titan device. Honestly, they're causing quite a disturbance. Some are concerned their investigation could cause more harm than good. The denizens of Valdrakken would appreciate you meeting these goblins to see if you can find a solution to their investigation, without destroying part of our city. We are definitely going to be doing that. Bait Vault, probably not. Let's do Orientation Valdrakken.
I'm sorry, I don't take quests that include the claws without destroying part of our city anymore. Not after last time. the litigation was a nightmare.
What happened? We destroyed part of the city.
Let me show you the Taika. Drop to safety now.
I don't know what you expected.
For the glory of the dragons. Glory to all dragons.
Free knowledge. Why didn't I take weaponsmithing instead of armor smithing? Am I stupid?
No. But that doesn't mean you can't make stupid choices.
Hey, how you doing?
Need help? Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance. Hey there. See you later. See you around.
Just gonna pick up every quest.
Every quest ever.
Not that one. That one we're not gonna get to that for a while, no matter what we're doing. That's for the current zone. Ruby Feast. Pick that up. We can only hold so many quests at a time, so ones I know we're not getting to for a while, I can ignore. But I am at least going to pick up the Teldraz's quest lines, side quests. I'm going to just read them later, when we actually get to them. Not you. You.
That seems like the correct call.
Spa promoter. Because otherwise this would take so much longer. Don't need to talk to Mela, don't need to talk to you, don't need to talk to you. I do like that we have the Heart of Azmirloth.
Do you just get to keep that now?
Oh yeah, it's just just a piece of gear.
Good.
The Isles have awakened.
I'm sure it won't be a problem when Sir Grurgrul stabs the planet, and and they need to collect Azmirlight.
I mean, you know, that's a problem for future Azmirlock.
Yeah.
Or possibly past. We'll never know.
You'll never know.
How you doing?
Nice to meet ya. We could use another pair of hands to figure out how to kickstart this thing.
Catch you on the flip side. I seen you around here before.
Some folks in the city claim this here device was created by the legendary Titan Watcher Tyr. Problem is, we can't get it to work. We tried all the usual tricks, disassembling, gyroscoping, a little mild electrocution. None of it besides the electrocution worked. Actually, I just had a great idea. See that gyrocopter over there? Hop in and let's see if we can't give this Titan thing a little more juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, I mean, if the mild electrocution did something.
For this task, I need highly energetic researchers willing to skim over a pile of safety paperwork. So, you in or what? Okay, hotshot, take my copter into the air. Make sure to be gentle about it. Need to keep it running to generate enough juice for the missiles.
See, this is the opposite, right? This is one of those.
Yep,
those
I said
quests where
missiles. We're gonna give this pile of junk at Titan Junk a proper wake-up call.
Only accept quests that have a minimum required amount of collateral damage.
Fire the makeshift weaponry on the gyrocopter and hope for the best.
No.
Hey,
no
I'm staying here.
Acceptable losses. Only minimum.
Hey, it's working. Which can't be said about the gyrocopter. Eject! Eject! Eject yourself from the vehicle. Screaming optional.
Adjust the trajectory so that it crashes into the thing.
That looks charged up to me. You want to do the honors?
Welcome, adventurer. Have you come for a challenge?
What power do you seek?
Stand strong.
By the way, you owe me a gyrocopter.
You know... Yeah, fine, okay.
Keeper Tyr planned for all eventualities. He suspected there would be a need to empower the craftspeople of the realm someday. Thus, he created the Engine of Innovation. It possesses the ability to create a unique material that can help an item achieve expertise beyond that of mortal ability. To ensure his engine would not be misused, he created me to oversee any who sought its power. Only those worthy will be able to unlock the engine's full potential. Are you equal to the challenge?
May you to claim the power of the engine.
We call this material phlebotomy.
You are worthy of Tyr's invention. Seek out my statue in the azure span, and we shall see if you are up to the challenge.
I just noticed this guy's title is self-appointed head of engineering.
Look, that's only a problem if there's also a committee appointed one.
And if there is, he could just not recognize the committee as valid.
Yeah.
That's absolutely something a goblin would do.
Who appointed the committee? The people. They voted.
And who appointed the people?
Who appointed them?
That is absolutely something a WoW goblin would say. They're just like that. They will find any loophole imaginable.
You know, it's like the. Well, I mean, you know, it's the old like. God, I don't even know what it originally was. A political cartoon, a illustration, a poem, or whatever, of like, you know, what you know. Hey, this is, you know, my land. No, you know, no, it's actually I got it. I inherited it from. Where'd you get it? I inherited it from my dad. Where'd you get it? Well, I did. And then it goes back. It's like, and how do you get it? Well, he fought for it. Okay, well, I'll fight you for it.
I just hear from over here across the zone. That's it, Soup Stud, come get it.
Perfect.
He's got a big voice. It feels as if the statue reacts to your presence. Its mechanism slowly awakening and coming to life. Oh yeah. As you approach, the inscription on the statue emits a faint glow. Wield the Keeper's power. Wield the Keeper's power and carry its light to a better future for us all.
You have not shied away from your first challenge. An excellent sign.
What's up?
For
It's
this
just like
trial, you must leave the comfort of the ground behind.
Been grabbed.
And rely only on your finesse and precision to collect the enchanted rings. Good luck.
Oh boy.
Yeet!
It's like Okay, now I forgot. What other video game is this? This is another video game.
I forgot.
This is like from a Sonic.
It is probably a special stage like this.
Or like Knights or something. Like there's like this is definitely like another game. It's like carry this light into the future. And then, you know, you just did a time travel thing. You're like, oh, alright, you go to the future. It's like, no, I just meant like
figuratively.
You know, a long way. You know, like, okay, I guess I need to be more specific. Please carry this into the future 1 second per second.
You have done well and earned your reward.
That was easy.
No, there's still rings.
Greetings, mortal.
Admirably done. You have earned your
Let me
reward.
Go back.
Safe
Let me go
travels.
back.
There is great potential in small things. The bottled essence may feel light as a feather, but it holds immense power. Take it to the engine of innovation.
Sir, until we meet again, adventurer. Safe travels.
Use the portal. Oh, a portal. Yay, portal.
Welcome back, adventurer.
Can you feel the potential emanating from the bottle?
More challenges.
You have done well to pass the first challenge that Keeper Tyr left behind. Though this is but the first step on your journey, I have faith you shall do well. You have earned your chance at furthering yourself and unlocking the secrets of the forge. Add the bottled essence to the engine of innovation and see what occurs.
Perseverance, reward. You have created your first spark of ingenuity. I am sure you shall use it wisely. More challenges.
A spark of ingenuity. An item that can unlock potential unheard of since the time of Tyr himself. I am sure you shall use it wisely.
Stand strong.
Though you have done well in your first challenge, do not think you shall surpass all so easily. This was originally time-gated, but now we can just do them all at once.
Oh, of course.
Keeper Tyr meant the engine of innovation to be only for those worthy enough to use it wisely. If you are undeterred, the next challenge shall be found in the Onaran Plains. I look forward to testing your capabilities, adventurer.
Okay, you know, honestly, the frequency with which they keep bringing up that it's Keeper Tyr that did all this makes me somewhat suspicious, actually. Right? Like,
well, okay, so slight spoilers for the patch that's not out yet. Stuff has been data mined for the previously mentioned Dawn of the Infinite dungeon. And there is... Oh, I can actually get rid of the present marker now. We're not time traveling anymore. So a data mined model has been found of what appears to be an infinite version of Tyr. Which is weird, because that normally is only a thing that affects dragons. What's up with that? That's a nifty thing you got there from the Titan device. Now hand it over. Just kidding. I wouldn't know the first thing about how to use that. Do you?
But it's just like, it's the same kind, it's like, you know, it's like not quite suspiciously specific denial. But it's like, this, you know, oh, we'll use this thing, which I obtained legally. And every time I mention it, I mention that I obtained it legally. Like, you know, I'm beginning to think you didn't, right? Like,
yeah. Go talk to Mimsy Sprazzlerock. She's got a whole gig set up finding folks to do something called crafting orders. You put up the goods, someone takes them and crafts something for you. Simple, right? Go talk to Mimsy to check it out. And don't tell her I sent you. Whee! Frame rate struggling. There we go.
Frame rate struggling.
Struggling too. So. Oh, I need 2. Yeah. Well, I still need to get some of these. So let's see. I need 6 obsidian seared alloys and 8 good primal molten alloys. Let's check the auction house. Funk. Already forgot what the other one we needed was. Molten primal molten even. We need 8 of those in maximum quality. Just, you know, picking these up for later. To the Onaran Plains! Woo! Yum. Leo, go dinner. Oop. Another place to put a flag. Obviously, this is the best use of our time. Manifest destiny, etc. Nice camera angle there. Just look at this wall.
Look, they put... I was gonna say they put a lot of effort into it, the wall, but let's be honest, that's probably not true.
I'm sure someone put a lot of effort into modeling it.
I mean, I'm sure someone put effort into it, but I feel like even then, that probably was not like their top, like, they probably had other things that they spent a lot more time like modeling, right? Like as far as like,
it feels as if the statue reacts to your presence, its mechanism slowly awakening and coming to life. As you approach, inscription on the statue lights up with a faint glow. Wield the Keeper's power and show the undaunted determination of one who stands strong.
It speaks well of you that you wish to test your might and continue on this journey. Shall we begin?
Let us see if you are worthy. I'm ready to begin. Isn't this about crafting?
Frost in order.
Stand strong. I'm fighting holograms. But it's okay, because holograms still bleed. Oh, right, these guys have the same graphical error where this thing's on the same layer, so their enrage effect replaces the visual effect that makes them a transparent hologram. So when they become angry, they become corporeal.
Just like me.
You have done well and earned your reward.
Once again, oh, that same, okay, same that blood there. The smallest of things can contain the greatest of treasures. Take the essence to the engine of innovation.
Farewell, until we meet again, adventurer. Safe travels.
And our prize for doing this is the same thing again. We get another spark.
Truly. We know how Sisyphus feels.
Adventurer. Perseverance.
Can you feel the potential? You have proven yourself well so far, and though I have great faith you are worthy of the engine, I still must challenge you, as is my designation. You've already given us whatever. Go to the waking shores and find my statue, and you shall receive further instructions.
Do you wish to prove yourself worthy of Tyr's invention? Then join me once more for a new challenge.
Oh god, catapulting through the major city at high speeds, not the greatest for lag. Anyway.
I was not able to come up with the joke about that movie that had to keep going on the bus through the city fast enough because I couldn't remember its name.
It is finally time for us to get a weapon upgrade.
At last.
For the first time this expansion.
An even polier arm.
An even polier arm, that's true. And we'll be able to upgrade it as we go with recrafting as well.
Oh, excellent.
Behold.
Oh.
Ingenuity crafted. Item level 388 versus 268. Ribs. That's up. That's like 120 more item levels on our weapon.
I feel like the numbers in this game are much larger than I ever remember them being 20 years ago when I played it.
Oh, they've squished the numbers too.
I know.
Twice.
And they still seem.
They've squished the numbers twice, actually.
Yeah. But like, I really like, you know, again, I have not since. I think I very briefly maybe booted it up once after Wrath of the Lich King.
Well, there's always World of Warcraft Classic, which is currently in Wrath of the Lich King.
I have no interest in having another game to sink literally all my
You know what? That's fair. That is completely fair. No, I that's reasonable.
I like.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
With World of Warcraft Classic, like, yeah, sure, it's not like it can take the best years of my life again.
You remember that old flavor of cocaine you used to like? Well, it's back.
Yeah. You know, God, can you imagine if Coca-Cola actually, like...
They brought back the cocaine?
Right? It's like, oh yeah, okay, if the government did the thing that they should have done where they made, the, like, they legalized all drugs and treat addiction as a... treat addiction as a problem rather than the drug use, right? Like, they had this, it's like, oh, that works in all these other countries. But if it ever happened in America, you absolutely know that, like, the downside to that would be that Coca-Cola would immediately be like, you know what we can do now?
Coca-Cola Classic. This once majestic and imposing statue now lies in ruins. It seems those who have reawakened with the Isles have not been kind to Keeper Tyr's creations. Perhaps finding the missing pieces of the statue would help.
My structural integrity has been compromised. I am unable to begin the trial.
You're able to manifest, okay?
Me every morning.
Yeah.
Displaying record log number 34-1352. I shall project the images of what occurred. before my breaking. Please stand by, adventurer.
Jordan. Those sword slashes do not line up with the damage at all.
Projection complete.
Well, you know,
I
the
sustained critical damage.
projector was also damaged. I
And
don't know, man.
require repairs immediately.
Yeah, like the projector just got misaligned when they did it, right? So it's like, oh, it's alright.
Oh, sure, obviously.
Like, can you just imagine all of this like slightly to the left, please? Thanks, great.
They like start skipping like a cassette tape.
Yeah. There's like just like there's just like tracking lines.
This projector is a CRT.
Well, what if the model is like just like briefly blinks out and just replaced with like, you know, wireframe? Or like what's the default null like object that you see in like Unity games?
The bean.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. But that
Well, something is.
There's one where it's like it just will render like the text error in like
Oh, like a Gmod?
3D. Yeah, that. Yeah. That's
And it's like purple and black checkerboard.
that one too. There's yet another I was thinking, but all of these are excellent ideas.
There's an outfit in RuneScape that's got like a purple and black checkerboard color, and I saw it not knowing what it was for the first time, and I'm like, bro, you look like a missing texture.
Like, yeah, exactly. How did you know? What is the one that I am thinking?
Wow, good thing we're an expert at statue repair.
Structural integrity has been restored.
It's true. We know how to do it because we're psychic.
That's true. That is an established feature of the player character. At least twice this has been established. You were there for that, huh? It's been a while.
What?
So you were there for that one, huh? Back in Shadowlands?
We've discussed.
Yes.
No, but we've discussed it many times on stream.
Okay. As you approach, you can feel the warmth of the Titan's energy flowing through the statue once more. Excellent work, as always. I feel that Tyr's faith in the future was not unfounded.
Be well.
Your third challenge was meant to have you overcome unfavorable odds. It was to help show me your persistence in all matters. I believe fighting Jordan and fixing my statue with the expectation that I would issue a challenge is more than sufficient to fulfill your victory condition. You think you catch a small smile play across her lips.
Crossed in order.
Bring it back to the engine.
Until we meet again, adventurer. Safe travels.
It's like, haha, you thought that this was going to be just preparations for your trial, but this was your trial, I've decided. And you passed.
Welcome back, adventurer.
Welcome.
When the DM definitely prepared before the session.
Yes, exactly. The engine is close to reaching its full potential. All it requires now is a power core to process any essence put into it more efficiently. Tyr left the knowledge of such devices with Watcher Iridius. Go into the halls of infusion and find him. I'm sure he will help you with whatever you need.
Do you wish to prove yourself worthy of Tyr's invention? Then join me once more for a new challenge. This time you shall need to venture into the halls of infusion and use your resourcefulness to seek out what is needed.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll help. He's definitely stable and of sound mind right now. As an
More than I
aside,
can say for myself.
I will say this is a pretty cool looking bottle, actually. Like the
Yeah.
magic
No, I
inside.
like the God, what's it called? The amped up luminance so that it's like washed out, kind of. Something. I don't know. There's a word for that visual effect, and I can't think of what it actually is.
Anyway, we'll do that later, because we'll do dungeons next time, I think. Actually, this is probably a good point to call it, because we finished the main quest line, and we got ourselves a new weapon.
Alright.
And tomorrow we can Norb.
Sounds good.
So, thank you for joining us, everybody. I will see you next time for lots of side quests. Goodbye, y'all.
Side quests.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and in honor of Leo.